어릴 적엔 비가 오는 게 싫었어. 운동장 밖에 엄마들 속에 안긴 너를 볼 때면 그땐 그게 너무나 아팠어.
안녕하세요. 잘 지냈어?
Which means, how are you in Korean?
Yes. Welcome back to our channel.
Yes.
This is the second part
Yes.
of our Korean series.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed the first
Yep.
episode of our Korean series, which we review some popular Korean food
Yes.
here in Melbourne. Now in this second part of
Yes.
our Korean series, we're gonna
Cook.
and share
Yes.
4 easy recipes.
Yes.
4 easy Korean recipes inspired by
By a Korean drama that we watched recently on Netflix, which is called It's Okay Not to Be Okay. So today for the first recipe we're gonna share is the braised quail eggs,
Yeah.
or in Korean.
it's called Jorim.
Yes.
So basically it's really easy to make, and
Yes.
it's one of the food that quite memorable from
Yeah, from It's Okay Not to Be Okay. I'm gonna let Oppa Peter cook. Hopefully you like it.
너처럼 우렁각시도 없고. 에이씨.
Okay guys, to create our first recipe, you need these following ingredients. The first one is the soy sauce. The second one is the mirin, which is sweet cooking wine. The third one is the brown sugar. And the fourth one is the green chilli. And the next one is of course the quail egg itself. We use the canned version here, but you can also use the fresh version of the quail eggs. Okay, so we have about 40 quail eggs here. I'm gonna use around 1 cup of soy sauce, and also around 2 tablespoons of mirin, and around 1 teaspoon of dark brown sugar. And we're gonna boil it for a bit. Before we put in the quail egg, we're gonna put in the green chili and let it simmer with the soy sauce mixture here. Okay, the soy sauce mixture has been boiling for quite a while. You can continue waiting for the soy sauce mixtures to be reduced a little bit, but if not, you can also just put in the quail egg straight away. So quail egg straight into the pan, and we're gonna stir it for a bit. So all the eggs is covered in this soy sauce mixture. Okay, basically that's it guys. You can wait for the mixture to be like simmer for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but if you like the soy sauce to be reduced a little bit, you can simmer it for another like 15 minutes. But again, it really depends on your preference, but we always suggest like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes until the soy sauce reduces a little bit. I'm gonna let it simmer on the stove behind me, and we're gonna cook the next recipe.
속이 비면 잠도 안 와. 이거라도 먹어.
잘 먹겠습니다. 진짜 맛있다.
Our next and second easy recipe is the kimchi pancake. This is really easy to make, and you really need a basic ingredients only. The first thing first, we need a kimchi. This one here is around a cup of kimchi, and we're gonna use plain flour, around a cup as well, and some salt and some white pepper for seasoning. First thing first, we're gonna roughly chop the kimchi. It doesn't need to be fine or precise, just roughly chop. I'm gonna put all the kimchi juice from the kimchi to the mixing bowl. Now kimchi into the mixing bowl. Remember to get all the juices from the kimchi into the mixing bowl as well. The next ingredient into the mixing bowl is the plain flour. This is all-purpose plain flour, around 1 cup, and you need around a pinch of salt and some white pepper as well. Okay, the next ingredient is the water. But again, the water is really depends on how watery is your kimchi. You can use like a quarter until like half a cup of water. It really depends on how watery is the kimchi. So we're gonna slowly add maybe a quarter first, and I'm gonna give it a mix. Okay, I think the butter is still a little bit too thick. I'm gonna add more water just to make it thin a bit. So this is the consistency that I'm looking for in this kimchi pancake. So it's not too thick, it's not too thin as well. Okay, we're gonna cook it in the pan around medium heat. Okay, while the pan is getting hot and warmer, I'm gonna pour the oil. This recipe is gonna make around a medium-sized pancake, so you get 2 servings, but it really depends on how you want your pancake to be. You can make it like as thick as you want, so maybe you can use all the butter here, but I'm gonna make it like 2 servings because I think it's ideal. I think the pan is already hot, so I'm gonna pour in the butter now. Okay, you wanna thin out the pancake around the pan. You can use the back of the spoon to thin out the pancake. Just make it like spread evenly on the pan. We need around like 2-3 minutes for each side. I'm gonna flip it now. You know once it's done because all the texture here has been like kinda turned into like a golden brown almost. We're gonna put it into the plate. Okay, so this is our pancake. It's really easy to make. It's really quick, and it's a good way to use your kimchi basically. And yeah, it can be done in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna cook the second batch, and we're gonna go on to the next recipe.
계란말이.
Alright guys, I'm gonna cook for the next dish, which is the Korean egg omelette. This dish is very iconic, and I remember I've seen it a lot in the It's Okay Not to Be Okay series, so it's quite iconic and it's very easy to make as well. For today, I'm going to make with the regular egg, with the 6 egg, and also carrot, finely chopped carrots, and also the finely chopped onion, the spring onion. I think the most technical thing that you need to pay attention to this dish is how you roll the egg, because the shape is kind of like a roll omelette, so you need to be careful when you cook the egg. This is actually my first time making. I'm not sure if I will be successful or not. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the stove, make it very low heat. Maybe make it about 1 tablespoon. Let's whisk the egg. Gonna add salt and pepper as seasoning. Give it a little bit of mix again. Let's combine all the vegetables into the egg. So we're gonna cook it very slowly, so we make sure we don't break the egg. The first layer, make sure it's quite thin. I think the first layer is almost cooked. I'm just gonna maybe turn off the heat and start rolling.
오늘은 대충 이 주먹밥으로 때우자고.
야, 근데 무슨 주먹밥 봉사를 나가세요?
귀찮을 때 김이 태우고 딱이야.
This egg omelette takes a bit of time, to make, and because we are cooking it at the very low heat, so I'm gonna prepare for the next dish, which is the Korean rice bowl. I have cooked the short grain rice behind me, and for the filling, you can use any filling. Basically, you can use the minced beef if you like meat, or you can also go vegetarian. Or for us today, we love tuna, salmon, kind of seafood filling. So yeah, we're gonna make Korean rice bowl with tuna and salmon, maybe 2 different fillings for today. I think the second layer almost cooked. I'm gonna do a second roll for this egg omelette. While we're waiting for the last layer of our omelette to cook, let's prepare again this rice bowl. This is the tuna, this is the salmon. I'm gonna mix it a little bit with the mayonnaise. Let's put that aside. Let's work on the rice. I think for the seasoning of this rice, it's very simple. You just need to use sesame oil, a bit of soy sauce, or maybe if you don't want soy sauce, just use salt and pepper. So make sure your rice is also still warm, so that's easy to work with. I'm gonna mix it with maybe a tablespoon of sesame oil. A little bit of soy sauce first. Another secret ingredient is to put just a little bit more sesame seeds. Oh, this one is almost ready. Let's go back to our omelette. And let's do the last roll. As I said before, it's a little bit tricky to roll the omelette. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit because I can see the middle part is a little bit uncooked. So yeah, I'm gonna close the lid. Let's continue with our rice bowl. Okay, the rice is ready, filling is ready. Let's go to the fun part, which is shaping the rice bowl. Final thing I wanna do for the rice bowl, I'm gonna put the coating, the seaweed coating. This is the Korean seaweed. Usually you eat it as a snack. You need to crush all the seaweed in the bag. Let's coat and cover this rice bowl with this seaweed. It's really fun, guys. Look at this.
Okay guys, that's the recipe inspired by the Netflix Korean drama It's Okay Not to Be Okay.
Yay.
So we've created 4 dishes today.
Yes.
The kimchi pancake, the quail egg, the rolled eggs here, and also the Korean rice bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try this Korean egg roll first.
I think I'm gonna straight to the Korean rice bowl.
Okay. Okay, this looks really good, guys. Just need to be patient, and if you have like a big pan, it'll be much better, I think.
So surprised, this is so good. The Korean rice bowl. Wow. Wow. Definitely give it a go, guys. It's so easy. Ingredients is easy to get.
The raw egg is really nice as well. It's like making, almost making like a Japanese omelette, but this is, I think, much more simpler, you know. Okay, maybe I'm gonna try the quail eggs.
Quail egg will be good if you eat it with rice. Or the porridge, the congee.
Yeah.
내가 이거 죽 가져왔는데 이거 산 건 아니고. 자,
So if you pair it with rice or congee, I think that would be perfect. I'm gonna try this Korean kimchi pancake. The dipping sauce is really easy to make. You just need like soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, and also a bit of sesame oil.
Or any vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use white vinegar as well. This is good.
Okay guys, I think that's it from us. This is like easy to make, Korean inspired dishes from the drama.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys get a chance to try this one at home, I think.
Yes, and if you haven't watched the drama, this is no sponsor. It's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to help our channel to grow. Until then, stay foolish, stay hungry. Bye.
Bye. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.